to another VRA update on Veracity. We are seeing some pretty funky patterns right here today, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, we are seeing a bounce from the end of wave D, right? I tried to come up with a bunch of reasons why this is ridiculous and it doesn't need explaining. Wave C was a lot longer than I anticipated, indeed. So now I believe the bounce is occurring for wave E. So if you're waiting for that, yeah, well, it's happening, I believe. Anyway, so we should see a pretty sharp move up and then it grind out for wave E, right? Just like the previous moves have. As I've mentioned before, we see a bounce, 1, 2, 3, chop 5. Um, 1, 2, 3, chop 5. I don't think there's anything special about what's going on with these moves. I just think that wave C was extremely much longer than wave A. So I was skeptical when I saw a particular pattern which I put a trade on. Um, sorry, I just want to show you the difference here. It started here and it went this much longer, like practically almost 2 times, not quite. Just these are the waves. These are the crypto waves. Hey, you like crypto, man? The shit that makes no sense to nobody. So I suppose this pattern here was the one that told me it's going lower. I took a trade on this bounce up until here, and then I'm like, wait, why is the zigzag there? I realized, hang on a minute. I took my profit here, went to bed, woke up, this happened, and then the rest is history. But in hindsight, I look at it and it's basically an A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all we got to do is break that to confirm this is wave E in progress. So it's insanely stupid wave, but that's just the waves for you. What do you do? So, okay. So why did it bounce here? Let's go to the 4-hour chart for a minute, right? Now, there are only, I always do that. There's only one thing I like to use more than the waves, and it's not RSI. And it's basically a 200 and 1,000 period moving average. These are the only moving averages that I really think are worthwhile. 200 and 1,000. They offer you the kind of support that you don't even need to touch. That's how strong it is. No, but the 1,000 means a lot. The 200 is important also, but the 1,000 is incredibly accurate with a lot of things. But in this particular case, you could almost suggest that yes, we are in an uptrend, right? Because the smaller period moving average is above the longer period, etc. But you know what this pattern is. So if this is a wave A, we're going to come back down and retest that 1,000 period. I believe. I believe that we will. And it's quite funny because it's just hovering above that support level. So that's probably the only thing that's going to save you from the shit that's coming down the pipe. And that support level will likely hold as a result. So at this point, I'm not offering you any kind of information apart from I went long on the bounce, but that's not a long trade idea. It's just not, right? That's my own thing. I did that for me, right? Because I know the waves. I hadn't done it before, but you see this pattern here, this candlestick pattern here, on a very important area of support, which happens to be, the 200 period on the 4 hour hammer. This is a morning star reversal candle pattern, right? That I will trade. I will trade that because I like that pattern. I believe it works only at the right time. Only at the right time. Okay, you can't really use that pattern when there's nowhere important that you're trading. Like your wave count has to be on point. You have to have other things that line up, and then you can use the candles to your advantage. Right? I'm a big fan of Steve Nisson. Nisson. I've sat through all of these videos in the past, and I've learned a lot about candles. So that man is a national treasure. Okay. So it's, yeah. Anyway, so going back to the whole longer than wave A, yeah, that was extreme. That was huge. It was so complex. This is why I did not put out an idea on this earlier, because I started to see weird shit. And when you start to see weird shit, it's best you keep your mouth shut, because you'll probably fuck it up, right? You'll probably say something stupid and encourage people to do dumb shit. So might as well just freaking wait till the shit is over, and then when something seems to kind of be making a little bit of sense, okay, I'll put out an idea. So yes, maximum insanity in the wave D. Wave E bounce, probably going to hit that 200 before reversal, and I'll catch on the next one.